Three, two, one. We are live with live stream with Ryan. Happy, healthy vegan. It's gonna be slow for the first few seconds. If you're watching this after the fact, it'll take a little bit for people to get their notifications and log on. So let me just say hello to you and thanks for joining. If you are one of the people watching it after the fact, oh, cool. We have our first viewers in, just like I said would happen. We have, let's see, BBC censored. Let me move my browser over a little bit. Jared and El Perla and Angel from the other side and Patrick and Kirsten Slater and Marcelo and Sean and Peggy and Cosmic Madman, Initial Comet and Joyce and Healthy as Me and Zachary and Omar and Samuel and Libby and Megan and Veggies for Thought, Simple Flow, Veggie Lover. Hey, what's up? Let's see. Let's give people a second. Been on 57 seconds now and already have over 60 folks on and a few thumbs up, a few likes. So thank you. Hey, Tracy, cool. Our first moderator on. Thanks for joining us, Tracy. And again, feel free to stay as long or as short as you like. I know you guys have lives and I don't give our moderators advance notice of live streams because I don't even know when I'm going to do a live stream. Just when I find the desire and the time. Back my microphone down just a little bit there, and I found a nice little window. I was actually going to try to do one last night, but after I got out of the bathtub, but then as soon as I realized there's all this flooding on my floor on the bathroom in our bathroom from the rain, so I had to mop that up and deal with that. So there went my live stream last night. So here I am today, and it's all happening. So cool, and I see people from all over. I got Vermont and Vancouver and Flint, Michigan. And all over. Cool. It's good. And Arizona, Bisbee. I've never even heard of Bisbee, Arizona. Smells. Where is that? Asking me Laker questions. I don't think Anthony Davis is going to get traded to the Lakers. The Pelicans don't want to. Is that what they are now? Yeah, they don't want to trade him. But we'll see if it all happens. Let's see, New Mexico, Kalamazoo, Arlington, Texas, right on. Let's get some international folks here. There's got to be someone here from Great Britain or Chile. All right, on our first international viewer here. Ohio. We've got the whole world. Covina, California, Mr. T. Wow, you're not too far away. All right, Sydney, Australia. Bangladesh, really? Wow, okay. Mexico, we got the whole world watching. Awesome. That's what I like to see here. So thanks for joining, guys. Germany, cool. We got Europe represented. We have the whole Middle East. We have the entire planet represented, basically, except we need someone from mainland. No, we did get someone from Asia, right? And Bangladesh. I'll take that. And we don't have anyone from Antarctica, but considering there's only like a few hundred people there, it's probably not going to happen. Or Africa. I don't think we got anyone from Africa. Anyway, all right, Sweden, good dogs. Sverige. I've been to Sweden before. New Orleans. All right, guys. All right, so let's see. Anything I want to mention to you guys? I'll say from the bat here, if you didn't watch any of our Piers Morgan videos, we have been doing a big special blowout in celebration of Veganuary, especially that video where we made that big Julie Bindle lady from England also was bagging on Veganuary, debunking it. So Angie and I said, F it, we're going to do something we've never done before. We put, the response has been amazing. I'm going to have to get another pressing. So hopefully guys don't buy too many, but yeah, I have about 80 odd copies of Keep It Carb Baby left. We have a discount code, Veganuary, and 25% off. I don't think we've done anything that crazy before. 25% off. Use coupon code Veganuary. And you get set up, learn how to make some whole food, plant-based meals. And okay, that's enough plugging to that. I just want to tell you guys that in case you didn't know that already. I kind of find it kind of funny too. A lot of people, we've been responding to our past videos, like the one about my blood test or how Angie caught a cold. People saying you should eat more plant food. Whole food plants. Like, yeah, that's what we eat, guys. I mean, have you read our book? This is what we eat day in and day out, whole food plants, So just thought I'd throw that out there. It's funny, people trying to tell us to do what we're already doing. Like, do you watch our shows, guys? So anyway, yeah, check it out. Keep It Carb Baby on sale on our web store, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. Use coupon code Veganuary on the print and ebook, both of them, 25% off. All right, done with that. Let's get on here. So, thanks, Tracy, our moderator, put a link in the chat here, so you can go straight to our store, and we'll sign it too if you like. Just let us know when you check out. There's a little form, a little box you can leave us a message. So let's see. Let's see if you guys have any good questions. Oh yeah, Canada. I thought I saw Canada mentioned earlier. Let's see. Cool. Oh, thank you, Heartedly Tin Man Adonis. Wow, what a very unique, specific name there. Thank you for our first super chat tip of the day there. And check out our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan, or at Ryan Lum. That's my name, and you will see a shout out to you there. Thank you for your super chat tip there. Oh, Jessica, you got the book and you love the banana split smoothie. Yeah, probably not the funnest thing to make in the coldest depths of winter, but yeah, we've had that many a time for sure. I haven't had that in quite a while, actually. Um, oh, Joyce asks, how does Angie like her Citizen Barcelona? That's a foldable bicycle. That was like her first real bike that she got as an adult. She's got a bigger one now because I think it has like, little tires, like BMX size tires. So she kind of outgrew that. She has a Linus, I think. Yeah, they're like a beach cruiser style bike, with several speeds. So that's what she's riding now. But yeah, that Citizen is really nice. And if you live out here, let us know. I might want to sell it because it's really not getting used all that much. Let's see. Do you guys ever think of doing what Joey Carbstrong does, doing interviews with radio stations? Yeah, if I don't have the media connections, particularly the ones that he has in Britain, but yeah, of course, yeah. In fact, you're going to be seeing more. I can't tell you what's going on yet, but trust me, you're going to see a very cool announcement about something I'm going to be doing later on. I'll make the announcement sometime this year. Hopefully, it'll be in the next month or two. I'm just working with some other people. Hopefully I'll be doing more of that. But yeah, we went on the doctors when they asked. Anyone that wants to do debates or discuss veganism with me, I will do it. I don't know how Joey is fortunate enough to know I'll have all these media connections, but yeah, I'll totally do it. I think I do a fine job. Well, thank you, Voice of Reasoning Elliot. Another very specific username there. Thanks for your super chat tip there. And again, look on our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan, or at Ryan Lum, and you'll see a shout out to you there. Z, you want to see me just doing some let's see. You like to see a video of me where I'm just making music? Pretty please. That would be awesome for someone who's learning beat making. I don't do a lot of beat making, but that's not my specialty, but I do that obviously. Yeah, I should do some. Yeah, I will. I promise. Make sure if you want to see more music stuff that you follow our other social media for our band. If you guys don't know, our band is Love Spirals. In fact, we just put our album out, our fifth album together. God, it's getting all washed out in the lights here. But yeah, it's you can get that on happyhealthyvegan.org. You can get it on lovespirals.com. But I was saying, follow our social media, Love Spirals Official, both on YouTube and Instagram. Love Spirals Official. Yeah, we had to get official because other people stole our name on both of those. So yeah, check it out. And we'll definitely do some more music stuff for sure. In fact, we have stuff up there already. We restarted our old band podcast. So we did our first one last month, reviewing the Fleetwood Mac concert. We're going to do a new one talking about our new album. We're in the planning phases of that right now. Love Spirals Official, YouTube and Instagram. And a little, if you're really interested in me personally, I just started my own Instagram for me. It's just Ryan Lum Rocks, RYANLUM ROCKS. So if you want to see that, just me just noodling around on my iPhone. Thank you, Ted E. and Jessica Vales, for your respective super chat tips there. Thanks again. Much appreciated, guys. And again, you'll see a shout out on our Happy Healthy Vegan Twitter at Ryan Lum. So thanks both, Jessica and Teddy. Appreciate your expression of gratitude, and I have gratitude that you guys are like what we do content-wise. That means a lot to us. Let's see. Oh, cool. Angel from the other side. You love the new album. Cool. Angel from the other side is talking about our new album, Life Goes On. Took us about 5, 6, the whole time we were doing Happy Healthy Vegan here, basically. We were like working on and finishing up this album. I think it's the best thing I've ever put out. I know every artist does that, but really this is the album I wish I could have made back when I started making albums in the 90s. This is what I would have done if I had all this stuff that I've accumulated since then. Yeah, Tracy. Yeah, I started my own Instagram. I got a iPhone XR around Christmas time. So, hey, this camera's great. It's way better than the 6S one I had. So I'm going to start an Instagram because I'm taking like just groovy little pictures all around now. So I wanted somewhere to share them at, but not put them on Love Spirals or on Happy Healthy Vegan. Just, just stuff I'm doing. It's kind of looks like same stuff though, me, just being me. Anyway, Um, let's see. Any tips on turning kids vegan? Asked Tina. Well, since I don't have kids, I don't really have a lot of experience in that. If you guys have any comments to share with Tina there about how to turn kids vegan, I say if you're the mom, you kind of control the food, huh? Maybe that's key to it there. Just give them plants, right? They don't know any better unless they've already been eating meat a long time. Let's see. Cool, Angel. You like heartstrings and spinning circles. Yeah, my favorite song, for those of you guys that have our new album, is the second song. Are You Lonely? Check that out. It's my favorite one. Not to say I dislike any songs. I think that's like one of my like proudest achievements musically. It just came out so perfectly. Um, let's see. What I think about lab grown meat, Travis. Well, unless you're like a billionaire, it doesn't really exist yet in any kind of form that you can have a meal out of. As a vegan, I don't see any particular need for me to eat it. I'm doing just fine with what I have now, but I think there's a great market for it for like non-vegans, and I think like food for pets and animals. There's a market for that too. But yeah, there's nothing like just because it exists doesn't mean vegans have to eat it. I said, I have no intention to. Um, let's see. Let's see, DJ Believe, you're in north of us here. Yeah, rain finally stopped. Thank goodness. This is a crazy week of rain, man. Yeah, anyone who lives in Southern or in California knows what I'm talking about. Rain. This for us is crazy. Like every day we got like over an inch of rain since Monday, and it was raining before that too. So things are gonna dry out finally. Yeah, I tell you, a new leak in my bathroom. It sucks. I don't like all this wet weather. I want to see some sunshine again. Um, let's see. Hey, Bethany. Cool. Thanks. Do you like PETA as an organization? I think they get a lot more criticism than maybe what they deserve. I'm not a huge fan of them or anything. I mean, I sometimes when I'm googling something like trying to find vegan fast food. I think that was the last time I came up on their website. I really need to learn more about them. I've heard all sorts of mixed things, but yeah, I'm just kind of like ambivalent. Look that word up. That's a good $10 word. They're ambivalent towards PETA. I mean, simultaneously holding opposing views, like ambidextrous, ambivalent. Don't say you don't get educated on numerous things here on Happy Healthy Vegan. Just kidding. Um, yeah, I knew this was going to come up. The Bonnie Rebecca quitting veganism. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this Bonnie Rebecca quitting veganism situation? I saw the video a couple days ago. Um, I've talked to a few people, talked to Angie. What do you guys think about that? Because I have a few thoughts about Bonnie Rebecca quitting veganism. Um, well, first of all, I'll start by pointing out a couple things that may have not been mentioned or she kind of glossed over and didn't address. Very important that um, have it on good authority that at least Tim, I'm not sure about Bonnie, but Tim is like super afraid of needles. So notice how Bonnie didn't put up any blood test results. If there were any tests, maybe there was just stool tests, which are kind of limited in what they can test for, as far as I understand how stool samples go. Anyway, it sounds like, from what I can tell, and from people that know the situation better than I do, that there are really not a lot of blood tests going to naturopaths. She kind of made it sound like she exhausted finding vegan specialists, which I learned it was definitely not the case. In fact, I know someone who referred them to more than one vegan specialist. This is like over a year ago, and they refused to meet with either of the vegan specialists. I can tell you right now, if you're looking for, she said, like, she's talking to all these naturopaths, which are not doctors proper. You want to, and she tried to find gastroenterologists. Is that how you pronounce it? Anyway, there's vegan ones out here, especially in California. Dr. Angie, and I think she's in Newport Beach. Dr. Clapper in Northern California, just to name a few there. And that's who you want to talk to. Just not like, here's the problem: if you just go to a non-plant plant-based doctor, non-vegan doctor, of course they're going to like suspect that there's something wrong with your vegan diet that's causing your problems. Like she mentioned, like too much fiber. Well, as Mike the Vegan showed in his video, you can eat a plant-based diet that's low in fiber. In fact, lower in fiber than the one that's often prescribed as a low fiber diet that's not vegan. So what I'm saying is, I think she tried to sell it really strongly, like they exhausted all plant-based and vegan options. When the truth is, yeah, she was talking to a lot of naturopaths, Ayurvedic people, which she didn't mention. I've know someone that told me about that, who knows the situation better than I do. And avoiding blood tests. Like, how can you truly know if you're deficient in something, or if if you have an overgrowth of something in your gut? Like, maybe you can get that from a stool sample. I'll take that back. But still, you got to have some objectivity rather than just speaking words to a doctor or a naturopath and expecting those words to actually, oh, I know what the problem is. Here's the solution. You got to have some medical history, some medical facts to go on. That's what I saw was lacking in that video. I mean, if really it's a fiber overgrowth was a problem caused by the raw tofu diet, which seems like can happen in some people. And as Mike the Vegan pointed out, you can do a low fiber plant-based diet. Not all, even though all foods have fiber, some plants have way more fiber than others. Some have far less fiber than others. So that's my take on that. You know, it just seems, I think she was selling it a little bit too strong that they tried all vegan options. Anyway, if you haven't watched Mike the Vegan's response video on this, it's pretty wonderful. It covers pretty much all the things Angie and I discussed, and then some. He went into a lot of like reasons, scientific speculation as to causes and solutions. So check out Mike the Vegan's video on Bonnie if you want to see where we kind of stand on things. Oh, thanks, Amara. Thank you, Amara. You like Angie feeding the squirrels? Check out thank you for your super chat tip there. And again, check out our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan or @RyanLum, and you'll see a shout out to you there for your super chat contribution. So thank you so much there. Yeah, Angie was just feeding the squirrels today. And in fact, today was the first day we finally saw the squirrels again. I don't know where they go when it's raining hard, but as soon as the rain lightened up, just like little light drizzle, the squirrels appeared on our front porch again, like you see in all the videos. So, no, I'm not subscribed to PewDiePie. I used to watch him years and years ago, but I haven't watched that guy in ages. It was just cool. I learned a lot of YouTube like production ideas and tips or tricks or whatever, from watching him. But I think I got what I needed to out of PewDiePie. Can you build strength on a vegan diet? Well, considering the fact that, yeah, there's vegan strongmen like Patrick Baboumian, tons of vegan bodybuilders like, say, Nimai Delgado, who lives here in Long Beach too, Brian Turner, who lives in Southern California, John Lewis, otherwise known as Badass Vegan, and the list goes on, and also vegan weightlifters. In fact, you probably didn't know that the only the only male to qualify and compete in the Rio Olympics in weightlifting, Kendrick Ferris, he's vegan. So yeah, you can build strength. I've been building strength on a vegan diet. I've gained a lot of strength over the past year, since I started weight training again. So yeah, you can totally build. It has nothing to do with diet, really. It just has to do with how you train. You can eat a vegan diet and get really skinny as a runner or cyclist, or you can eat a vegan diet and get swole and all that. Depends on training. The diet really doesn't do that much. I mean, yeah, you got to have sufficient calories to put on mass. Same thing if you're not a vegan. But yeah, it's the training is the larger of the two variables. That's what I've learned and noticed in my own personal experience. The training is the larger of the two variables. Don't eat tofu. Very rarely NBSP. We don't really ever buy tofu in the house unless it comes in some kind of like rare vegan processed food we might get, or at a restaurant, particularly Asian, Chinese restaurants have mock meat. We pretty much never, ever eat tofu. Nothing against it, but I just find so many just tastier plants. But yeah, Graven Babies likes tofu, and that's totally cool. Yeah, everyone gets to pick. Plants are all good. That's why I say I haven't met a plant I didn't like, a plant-based food. Plant-based food. Anyway. What else you guys asking about here? What do I think about vegan keto diet? I always get that question at least once every live stream, and I'll try to look for your answer there, Austin. But what are you hoping to get out of a vegan keto diet that you just can't get out of a regular whole food plant-based diet like which we talk about and Keep It Carb Baby? Like what's supposed to happen on this vegan keto diet? Lose weight? You can lose weight on a whole food plant-based diet. What else? I'm not sure what the point is of a vegan keto diet. I'm just not sure. I mean, you can tell me what your goal is, and I'll look for it. But I'm just not sure what people are getting. Usually, I think they're just trying to lose weight 9 times out of 10. PewDiePie is vegan now. I remember his girlfriend. I thought was. I didn't know Pewds is vegan. Can you someone fact check that for me? See, there's Tracy, our moderator, lost 70 pounds on a whole food vegan diet, non keto. Let's see. It's beer vegan. You guys can tell me. I really haven't drank much beer since I've been vegan, but yeah, I know some are. Yeah, Guinness. I thought wine is what you have to be more careful about how it's clarified, but I thought beer is a little more safe. But someone else who knows more about veganism and beer can answer that. Like I said, I've had a handful of beers since I've been vegan. Hey, Manuel V, thanks for your super chat tip. And again, look for a shout out thanking you on Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan or at Ryan Lum. But I see you have a question for me. Let me see what you see. Question: if vegan diet seems unnatural to you, fruit and vegetables aren't the same as they used to be. They're hybrid and seasonal. Please comment. This is a great question, Manuel. I'm not sure if you're coming from a point of view as an anti-vegan or just someone who is wondering about veganism and this kind of holds you back. Let me ask you this. If you're worried about what's natural or hybridized, look no further than meat. If you go back into Paleolithic times, you're not going to find a chicken. You're not going to find a cow like what you see now. I mean, everything you've seen as far as food has been shaped by the hand of man. So it's kind of convenient to like worry about that hybridization that man has done to fruits to make them more large and bountiful and full of starch or sugar. It's weird to pick on that, yet kind of give meat a free pass. So how do you explain that dilemma there? And as far as fruits aren't the same as they used to be, yeah, they're better now. If you saw any fruit, go back to how they were before humans found it. They were smaller. They were not as edible. They were probably not as delicious. They didn't have as much nutrients in them. So yeah, humans have developed them to become better. So I'm not sure what the point is. It's not like they become worse. It's not like humans have poisoned fruits. They've through natural selection, the same process humans bred modern cows and pigs and everything. Humans selected the traits they wanted. They want an apple to have more sugar in it and be bigger than the little tiny rock ones they were finding naturally. So it's not like they made them worse. They actually made them better. In fact, we can get better, more nutritious food now than we could back, say, 10,000, 5,000 years ago. So I'm not sure what you're looking for in that argument that it's not natural. I mean, it's not like GMO, it's just natural selection. You can go out in your yard and do that too. Pick a tomato with traits you like, take its seeds and breed it and keep developing that characteristics you want. You like purple tomatoes, you like yellow ones with spots, just keep breeding those. It doesn't make them less natural. So anyway, so what else you guys asking there? Do I eat bread? Once in a while. Why do you ask? Can you give me the Piers Morgan argument there? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not a staple of my diet, but I had a slice of bread today, actually. I made a peanut butter and jelly open face sandwich as a little snack before I went out and did some errands. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not the person to talk to if you're asking about iodine supplements and that kind of thing. I don't take any supplements other than a B12 spray a few times a week. If you saw my video from, I think, 2 weeks ago or last week, my 8-year vegan blood test, go check that out if you want to see what all the damage I haven't done to my body after not eating any animal products for 8 years and 3 or 4 months. So go check that out. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Mark Wood, for a super chat tip there. Much appreciated. And again, look at our Twitter for a shout out to you. Yeah, Lauren. Yeah, yeah. My blood test was good. I know a lot of people. You can have the most perfect blood work, and people are going to complain. But consider I'm 51 years old, haven't had any animal products in over 8 years. Yeah, my doctors are stoked. In fact, they don't see results for like mine and people my age all that often. Low blood pressure. I put my blood pressure up there too. Something very few people do with their blood test. When I go in and they measure my blood. So I took a picture of the machine that had my numbers on there. I think it was 110/70, and put that up for y'all to see too. So no, I don't really consume seaweed or soy on a regular basis. I'll have seaweed sometimes in the form of dulse. Angie will put it in salads. Soy, I told you, on occasionally when we go out to restaurants. Um, let's see. Um, Someone just asked me too, what I think of stem cell lab grown meat. I said, I don't see any need to eat it. We're not the intended market. I'm doing just fine in my life without it. But yeah, if your friends want to eat it, that's cool. For pet food or, whatever, that's cool too. So yeah, let's see. Hey, Lexi. Yeah, I live stream. I used to do it every week. But now I'm just kind of doing it a couple times a month. But I'll probably do it more in the summer. I like to do it after my Wednesday evening runs when there's still light, sunlight afterwards. How's my dental health? Really good, Boz. Yeah, yeah, totally. I mentioned in one video, I think between Angie and me, we've gotten maybe a couple cavities in the entire time we've been vegan. Just a normal amount, no fewer, no less, just like the normal amount. Let's see. In fact, my last cavity wasn't even really a cavity per se. My dentist explained it to me as something like a structural thing with one of my teeth that he wanted to cover up so it wouldn't cause any more trouble. Let's see. Do we eat canned food? Yeah, I just opened up a can of black beans tonight. Yeah. How often do I eat fake meat? Really, really rarely. I mean, maybe sometimes during the holidays I'll have a little bit more than normal, but I mean, we can go months, literally months, without having any kind of fake vegan meat or anything like that. Sergio, yeah, I heard about that. Hopefully they didn't get any of my data. um, let's see. Let's see, Adam. Yeah, I'll probably make a video next week about I'm thinking about next week doing a Q&A video where you guys submit questions. So make sure you're subscribed to our channel and have that notification bell hit. So when I post make the community tab post asking you guys to submit your Q&A questions. One thing I'm going to cover without anyone asking me is, what's up with my LDL cholesterol? Did I get a CT scan, a heart CT scan? But no, I haven't got a heart CT scan yet. And I think I may have tracked down the food that may have spiked it up a bit. But genetically, my LDL is already a little higher than normal. I remember back when I was like high raw, coming off Fruitarian, eating no processed food, no oils ever. If I look at that blood test again, I think I have it memorized. I was in the high 140s, you know, something like that, mid high 140s. And, that's just where my genetics are for, or at least my age. Other people, I thought Mike the Vegans was like 100 or 90 or something like that. So I'm already like 50, 60 points ahead just from that. But I think I tracked down what food I have. A cereal that I've been eating for the past couple of years, kind of parallels the rise of my LDL going up from that 140-ish level. So I'm going to try to back off on that and get another blood test soon. So yeah, I'm not too worried about. My doctor's not, no one's ever died from high blood pressure. It's calcification of the arteries, and there's no reason to believe that's happened yet. I have, low blood pressure, every reason to believe my arteries are working fine. But yeah, I'm going to try my little experiment. I'm backing off on that cereal. Let's see. What kind of cereal? It's really not that high in fat, but it's using some kind of oil. I think it was expeller pressed canola oil. It's something I get in the bulk section at the markets. Most markets have it. Whole Foods used to, they don't have anymore. So I get another one by here. When I went to Maui in Paia at Mono Foods, they had it there too. So you can find a lot of places. It's called Almond Pecan Dream, I think, something like that. Almond Pecan Dream. It's pretty tasty, but yeah, it's pretty low in fat too. But yeah, it's got some oil. So maybe I'm thinking maybe I'm more genetically a hyper responder to oils in food, that's the only thing I can think of. Because when I got my last blood test, I was eating pretty well considering it was the holidays. I hadn't had any coconut-based ice cream like Nadamu or Ben and Jerry's in quite a while. So yeah, just happens. Oh, hey, Race Lover, what's up? Cool, glad to have you here. Two moderators on, twice as awesome, twice as nice of a chat. No, no trolls running rampant. So cool. Thanks for joining on, Race Lover. We got to check out the ingredients of your kashi there, Race Lover. See what kind of oils are in there. But hey, if your LDL's fine, then don't worry about it, right? It's all good. It's just something I want to experiment with to see why it went up like 50 odd points in the past couple of years. And strangely, coincidentally corresponded when I started eating that maple pecan dream cereal on a pretty much nightly basis. I didn't think too much about it, but I looked at the ingredients. There's some oil in there. It's probably the most consistent oil. It is the most consistent oil I have day in and day out. And maybe too, I might back down a little tiny bit on my pumpkin seeds. There's no oil in them, but there's a decent amount of saturated fat. So I won't eliminate them because they're a great source of iron and protein, but maybe I'll just have a little bit less. Because sometimes after the gym, when I'm doing my smoothies, I'm just shoving the pepitas down. So maybe I won't be as crazy with the pepitas. Fierce Pete having cancer. I didn't really watch his video. I just saw a little bit of Vegan Gains' video until he started showing scenes of animal factory farming and stuff like that. So that's when I get grossed out. I don't need to see any more of that. But yeah, I mean, that's sad. It'd be interesting to see if he had switched to a plant-based diet, if that would have had any improvement on his situation. Let's see. Thoughts on Greg's vegan sausage rolls? Hey, is that who I think it is? I haven't seen you in a bit there, but yeah, I think it's cool that they offer the option. So when people go into Greg's in the UK, they can choose a vegan sausage roll rather than a death sausage roll. So that's cool. It's probably not the healthiest food in the world, but people aren't probably going to Greg's to like become the healthiest person in the world either. So yeah, if it just lessens the amount of animals that are killed needlessly, then it's a win, right? That's what it's all about, right? That's what I think it's all about, just gradually decreasing the amount of animals raised for slaughter. And if Greg's does its share by having a vegan sausage roll and that product increases its market share over time, it's a win. Let's see. Davin, Yuri Forbes, if I pronounce your name right. No, I haven't tried Oatly's oat milk. I've tried many. One of my favorite ones I've tried lately. I want to try to see if I can get a sponsorship deal for them because I love this stuff. It's called what is it called? Good Karma or Karma Milk. It's a flax milk. You guys know what I'm talking about. You can post the name. I haven't had it for at least a month or two, but it's really tasty. You get your omega-3s. Yeah, flax. There's not too many flax-based milks out there, and it's delicious. Yeah, Good Karma. Thank you, Tracy. So check that one out. Yeah, Karma flax milk, delicious. You can buy it on bulk on Amazon. I guess I haven't been bold enough to want to get a whole bunch of them, But yeah, they have just at our Whole Foods like one flavor, but I've encountered them at festivals or vegan events. I've tried all their flavors, and it's really good stuff. I wish I can get the whole array of their products. Where did I get my feelings removed? Oh, you saw that old video of mine, Adam. Well, I out here in Long Beach, I have a dentist that specializes in, what's it called? It's a mercury-free dentistry for one. You're not going to find too many of those that say right on there they don't use mercury. It just went into more natural sorts of things, So it looks like a regular dentist office, a full-on regular dentist, one of the best ones I've ever had in my life, and I've had some good dentists in my life. So yeah, just try to find a holistic dentist. That's what I think the word you're looking for. Try to find a holistic dentist, a real dentist that doesn't work in mercury other than removing mercury and knows all the safety protocols, very importantly, not only for you, but for them because they're breathing the air too. It has to be done in a certain way with respirator masks for everyone. So make sure you find a good dentist that knows what they're doing. You don't want to be their first patient of like getting their mercury or amalgam fillings removed. Let's see. What's the name? You're in the area. Just my dentist is Robert McBride, just like it sounds, Robert McBride. If you Google Long Beach Holistic Dentist, I think he's the first result as well. So either way, if anyone's interested, let them know that Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan sent you. How long did it take Angie to make Keep It Carb? A long time. Maybe a couple years, but she wasn't working on it every day or anything like that. But yeah, I will say she's making progress into her next book, which we hope to have out towards the end of this year. And Tracy Alexander, our moderator here, is offered to help Angie with some of the proofing and testing of recipes. So I think that's motivating Angie to work a little faster. Now she knows she has someone, in addition to me, Tracy, to help out too. So hopefully you can thank Tracy here for us being able to get the book out a little sooner than we kind of just projected, knowing how quickly things progress for us. So cool. Thanks, Tracy. I'm so glad you want to help us. And Angie told me, I go, oh man, that's awesome. That's great news. Because I help a lot, but I only can do so much. So you have someone with fresh set of eyes like Tracy, that'll be awesome. You want to help with the taste too, Race? Yeah, we can send Race Lover some FedEx you some food over, huh? Let's see. What else you guys talking about here? How many days do I work out? It depends. It depends. I try to get a mixture of different activities. Like let's look in the last week. Saturday, I went and did pretty much like upper body stuff, which is a really rarely go for like an upper body day. I usually don't have time for that. And then like on Monday or Tuesday, I went and did my my jump attack. If you've been watching my videos, how I've been training. I'm in phase 3 of something called jump attack. It's really a lower body strength training and plyometric routine, or I don't know, program. Helps you to become more explosive. And then yesterday I went to the gym and played basketball for about almost an hour, and this did a little bit more lifting after that. And I need to go back and do another day of jump attack. That'll hopefully be tomorrow or Saturday. But Saturday's supposed to be really sunny, and I want to get outside. So anyway, you kind of see how things work out for me. And when it's sunny, I'll try to go on do some running or a bike ride or something like that. So yeah, it's hard to explain, but that's kind of roughly what I'm doing right now. They're kind of more training for basketball than optimizing my body for speed. I'm trying to get more optimized for some strength and explosiveness for basketball, so I can compete against guys who are 25, 30 years younger than I am on the basketball court, and big and strong like I am too, but they have the advantage of youth. So anyway, what is the most selfish thing I do? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I guess some could think like doing all my exercise is selfish, but it's really not that much. It's just like what the federal government recommends, like 4 to 5 hours a week or something like that. Nothing outrageous. I've never done like a 10-hour week of training. Not that I wouldn't want to. I just don't think I have the time. But maybe my body would fall apart. You have to kind of work up to that. Let's see. What's this with vegan farts? Like vegan farts usually don't smell as bad as a dead animal fart, I would imagine. I don't see how eating dead animals would make your fart smell like roses or potpourri or the ocean. That's just kind of crazy talk. So yeah, just a warning. Vokity, is that your name? If you're here just to troll, I have 2 moderators plus myself who will ban you. So I think they put you in timeout. We're here to discuss things, not troll. If you want to troll, go to someone else's channel who doesn't have moderators, who doesn't care. But I care. I want to have a nice, cool, chill, clean discussion. If you can't follow that basic civil guideline, then you don't belong here. And if you're a non-vegan and you want to participate in the discussion, that's totally cool. In fact, I welcome that. But yeah, just don't like be hating and stuff. Cool. Someone just got a copy of Keep It Carb Baby. Ashley, are you out there? Let's see. And it looks like Ashley did use our Veganuary coupon code. You can get the ebook or the printed book, 25% off for the month of January. Use Veganuary to get the 25% discount. Shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. Let's see. What do I consider a cheat day? Well, it's definitely not involving animal products. It'll be a day when we stray off of Keep It Carb Baby. When we go out to a vegan restaurant or a vegan pop-up or something like that, so that's a cheat day. Yeah, and again, I'll try to pick something healthier rather than just getting something just I know is really bad for you. Try to get something that's the most whole foody or has the least amount of oil, a vegan burrito, taco, something like that. That's my idea of having fun. Vegan pizza, not with Daiya cheese, something that's got cheeseless, but a lot of veggies and a lot of sauce on it. Anyway, Red red is rad. Was that you who just bought Keep It Car Baby or not? Or was that someone else there? But anyway, cool. Thank you. If that was just you, if you bought it in the past, thank you again as well. Dole Whip Day. There you go, Mega Vegan. That's my cheat day. And someone was asking earlier about are we going to do another Disneyland trip / video for this year? Yes, we are. In fact, we're so lucky. We discovered God, what's her channel? Happiest vegan on earth. I think that's it. Hope I got it right. She just put out a video, all the vegan food in Disneyland. And I think she just released today that all the vegan food in California Adventure Park. So I'm going to take notes. We're going to like go to places that we've never seen before. There's a special going on late January, early February for Chinese New Year, some Chinese vegan orange chicken in Disneyland. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff there right now. Disneyland is like gone off the hook for veganism. It's cool. So yeah, we're definitely going to be going there. We're just waiting for my tickets from my friend John. I'm still waiting for him to come through. Hopefully he can still do it. He works there and he gets a set of tickets this time of year. And we're waiting for a nice day when it's not raining. So hopefully, yeah, late January, early February, we're aiming for. If you guys want to go the day we go, we might announce it the day before on our Instagram in case you can just dart out the next day. So yeah, follow us on Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan. Just follow us there anyway if you're not already, because people think they know what we eat. I see from the comments, you should eat more whole food plants, blah, 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 instead of eating all the vegan junk food. Like, what are you talking about? You don't know what we eat day in and day out. Watch our Instagram feed. You can see what we're eating on a daily basis. Yeah, sometimes that might be a Dole Whip once a year, but usually it's whole food plants. Anyway, do we have vaccines? I believe I was vaccinated when I was a baby or kid or whenever they do that, but I don't get flu vaccines. I haven't got any Well, I got one maybe like 20 years ago or something like that. But yeah, that was a one-shot deal. No, I didn't say I'm paying for anyone to go to Disneyland. So I'm waiting for my free ticket. I'm saying if you guys happen to be in the area and can go on a day's notice, I think we might announce it the day before this time. So in case you're that interested in bumping into us possibly. Cool. But yeah, follow us. Yeah, Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan. That's mainly Angie's baby too. I contribute to it a little bit, but that's really Angie's. I let her, run that with her her artistic eye for photography and all. So anyway, anything to say about Jordan Peterson's daughter who's on an all beef diet to alleviate her autoimmune disorders? Yeah, it's called an elimination diet. She eliminated all foods down to except one, meat, I guess a one food category. I suspect she could have had similar results doing what, like, say, Spudfit did when he spent an entire year eating nothing but potatoes with toppings, an elimination diet, or another food. So yeah, people have gut issues, eating problems like that, often find themselves improving on an elimination diet. Doesn't mean anything magic about the one food they picked, just means they just got rid of everything except for one food, because you still have to keep eating, right? Or else you're gonna pass on. Anyway, let's see. Okay, I kind of lost where the conversation. Any way to convince your family to go vegan? Often convincing is not going to work, like logic and argumentation and debate. I mean, you can educate if you do it in a non-confrontational way, which can be hard, because we know there's so many good facts and statistics and studies showing the benefits of not eating meat, of plant-based diets. So I say just let them, if they're your family, and assuming you see them on some kind of regular basis, just let time be the convincer, meaning they'll see you over time instead of falling apart like some of them probably are. You're getting better, you're looking good, glowing, and they'll see, oh man, you haven't died yet from your vegan diet and you seem to be doing well. Then they might start asking questions. So that's what I've kind of been experiencing in our life, since we haven't really convinced any family members to go vegan, but they're quite interested. They come see us often at vegan events when we're presenting. So yeah, kind of like lead by example, shining light kind of thing. Or as Ray Silver says, show them your vegan dance moves if that doesn't work. Do you ever get stuff from Vegan Essentials? I don't think so. That brand name doesn't ring a bell. Let's see. Best foods to eat when on the road. Yeah, I've done a few videos about that. Depends where you live at, but yeah, Chipotle is nationwide. You can get their bowl, or you can get the burritos made. You don't even have to get the sofritas. I just ask them to put a lot of beans, a lot of rice in. It's all vegan. That stuff. Just don't put cheese and crap like that in there. Del Taco, if you live on the West Coast, get their 99-cent burrito. Just tell them to leave the cheese out. It's just a bean burrito basically. I read that Taco Bell is about to introduce a specific vegan menu in some stores. But yeah, I think Chipotle is probably your best bet. They seem to be the most nationwide, and they're in pretty much every decent sized city. Do I use essential oils? No. Or a grocery store, yeah, grocery store. One thing I've done often is I'll get like a box of like garbanzo beans, not the can because I don't have a can opener handy. Just rip the box open and just start chugging pour the water out and start chugging the beans down. So you can get a nice little snack there for like $1. Oh, Slytherin. Debate Piers Morgan. I would love to debate Piers Morgan, but I doubt he would debate me because I'm relatively unknown compared to Piers. But if you can arrange that, I would love to debate Piers Morgan and debunk his nonsense about, but bread kills billions of insects and crap like that. How can you be vegan? I've debunked him several times. Anyway, though, thanks, Slytherin, for your super chat tip there, and look for the shout out on our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan. Thanking you for that. And Taco Bell too. Speaking of Taco Bell, you just can ask them. Like we did a video before, just say Fresca, make it Fresca, which means they remove the cheese and sour cream and stuff like that. But yeah, just have to ask a few questions, do a little research. But often, yeah, Mexican fast food is your friend, or a supermarket. Beyond Burger from Carl's Jr. Yeah, I'm glad that Beyond Burger's expanding into more places. Just got to make sure they don't put cheese or cream or whatever animal bits on them. But yeah, that's a good thing. I haven't tried it out yet. Let's see. Yeah, no cheese or mayo. Thank you. That's what they put on it. What is my favorite cuisine? Asked Ryan Batson. Indian food is awesome. Yeah. Unfortunately, you find a lot of vegetarian Indian food because they're so into ghee. So yeah, I just got to make sure that they're not putting ghee in it, or find dishes that naturally don't have it, or see if you can have them not put it in. Just be on top of it. And best of all, if you can find a vegan Indian restaurant, then you're golden, but those are pretty rare, unfortunately. But yeah, Indian and vegan, yeah, it's a great match for sure. Is Piers Morgan helping the vegan movement by talking about veganism all the time? Is so stupid, so obviously dumb and outrageous and wrong and factually incorrect that any rational, insane non-vegan sees that immediately and goes, God, what a dumb jerk. It's like, of course what he's saying is baloney. Of course you can survive on a vegan diet or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I think he's probably helping more than he is hurting. Yeah, sure, he's hurting. Some people are too stupid to understand what he's saying is wrong, but I think those people are in the minority. That's just my opinion. What is ghee? Ghee is dairy, cheese, basically. Dairy, butter. Yeah, that's sort of stuff. Not cheese. Yeah, butter. It's Indian butter, basically. A lot of people try to argue like, oh, it's better, it's healthier. No, it still has all the saturated fat and cholesterol. It's been processed a little bit differently, but it's in the end no more healthy, and it still involves animal cruelty. So yeah, just avoid ghee. Yeah, clarified butter is what it is. Yeah, let's see. Doesn't Taco Bell use lard in the beans? Well, when we did the research for our Taco Bell's vegan products a couple years ago, the answer then was no. I haven't been to Taco Bell since then. I don't think so. As far as I know, the answer is still no. If someone could fact check that for me, I think that's up on PETA's website. Someone asked about PETA earlier. I said, yeah, they're good for fact check resources like that. If someone could verify that. I want to give you wrong information, but yeah, let us know if someone wants to check that out for us here. What do I think about coconut oil? Yeah, I try to stay away from that for sure. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. Yeah, that would definitely would make my LDL go up even more. So I'm staying away from coconut oil. Didn't really use it much before anyway, but sometimes we just had the coconut oil around for some reason. I would put it on the bottom of the pan when I was making this popcorn, which I don't really do anymore. I think now I'll just try it without any oil. So what if it sticks a little bit? Oh, cool. You live in Colorado, tons of Indian restaurants with listed vegan options. Awesome. That's what you're looking for. All right. So PewDiePie is pescatarian. Yeah, I didn't think he was fully vegan, but cool. If he's gone from what he was to pescatarian, kudos, you know? I mean, most of us just didn't go vegan overnight. You know, there was a bit of a journey involved. So hopefully he's going that way. I thought his girlfriend, her name again? But anyway, yeah, I thought she was vegan, right? So if she's vegan, you know, that might make him become vegan or at least pulled him in that direction, you know, better than if she were like a carnivore or, you know, whatever. Um, Cool, practical Pisces. Vegan anniversary in 2 months. Awesome. Cool. See if you've done it like 10 months. Yeah, you know it's easy. You know, you're probably not craving anything anymore. So cool. That's what we like to show people, how easy and simple it is to be vegan. Oh wow, Lucretia C. Thank you for your very generous super chat tip there. Again, look at our Twitter. There's a shout out for you there. So thanks. And it's Happy Healthy Vegan or at Ryan Lum. But anyway, you've been plant-based for almost 3 years, have an egg roll or two on your journey, but eating 99% vegan. Cool. Yeah, it's, you know, if you like, you know, like Chinese food like that or egg rolls, yeah, you just got to ask questions. And it's really difficult at Chinese restaurants. I know because I'm Chinese, you know. Sometimes they'll say vegetarian and they don't really understand the distinction between that and vegan. So yeah, I would say, yeah, you know, just try to avoid those questionable egg rolls. And if you really must, yeah, ask more questions. And if they don't give you answers that satisfy you, just tell them you're not going to get it and just get something else. But cool, awesome, cool. Plant-based 3 years is awesome. That's beautiful. Love it. See, we're not some like kind of judgmental vegans, you know, like, hey, you have to be 100% vegan or you're a piece of crap or something like that. We're not that kind of person at all. I know it's all about a process, a journey, because I'm speaking about how I did it. I didn't just turn vegan overnight, you know. One day I just said, F it. I'm just going to be fully vegan, you know, because after I did a week of being fully vegan, I go, this is great. The thing is, I didn't go fully vegan until some time, like many months after that. But I knew, hey, I could do it. I felt great. I did it. I should do it. And I just finally had to like get serious and commit to that. Once I did it for that week, I realized, hey, there's nothing bad about this. This is delicious. I feel awesome. The only thing stopping me was just not having the conviction to do it. And finally, one day, I don't know what happened. I did. Um, You all have never came across as judgmental. Cool, Lucretia. Thanks. Thanks. We try not to. You know, sometimes I get a little upset about some of these anti-vegans, but I'm judgmental towards them, you know, not towards people who are trying to you know, work their way towards being plant-based or vegan or what have you. Everyone is welcome to learn, because I wish I had all these great YouTube resources back in like 2010. You know, that would have been awesome. Let's see. You want Freely to adopt you? You'd like to have a mom? Is she looking for adoptions right now? I don't know. Hey, Bob says, "Are you gay?" I have always wondered. How long have you wondered this, Bob? And may I ask, why have you wondered if I am gay? How would that affect your life, Bob? So I'll let you get back to me down here and you know, reveal to me your motivations for wondering my sexual orientation, and how would that affect anything I say, and what about me comes across as gay, and just let me know. I'm just kind of curious. Do I have like a gay vibe or something like that? Anyway, um let's see. Does anyone believe in the new world order and that world will be vegan? Yeah, that's just crazy talk, right? I mean, I know the few channels that have said that, and that's just like just completely nuts, not based in reality. Wow, Jerry's. Am I pronouncing it Jerry's Rafferty? Thank you for your super generous super chat tip there. First day plant based, January 16, 2019. Wow, so I was just a couple days ago. Currently, your weight is 305 pounds. Enough with the keto. Go high carb, Jerry's. Awesome, awesome. Wow, that's cool. Hopefully, let me just give you some tips there. I see Access Audio. You have a super chat tip there. Let me answer Jerry's first, but I'm not going to forget about you, Access. Make sure that you know what you're doing as far as eating, because that's the most common issue people have right at the beginning. It's understandable. You've been eating a certain way your whole life. Maybe you've tried keto for a little bit too, like you said, but just making sure you know what to be eating. Lots of whole food plants, stuff like we have in here. Again, we have our Veganuary special for you new guys. Coupon code Veganuary, 25% off the printed and ebook for the month of January in celebration of Veganuary. But I'm not trying to pimp our book. I'm saying get a free one. Look just at people's recipes. Make sure you have go-to foods. I want to make sure you're not going hungry, that you're getting good, just meals, solid food, basically. So that's the most important thing, that you have go-to meals that you can come back to. So good luck with that, Jerry's. I lost a lot of weight too. I don't know if you saw my weight loss videos. I'm like about 190 right now. I've actually put on a few pounds as I've been weight training and not running. But I was 240, at least 235 at my peak. So going plant-based isn't a weight loss diet. It's not a calorie restriction thing, but it takes time, happens at different rates for different people, depending on what you've done in your past. I don't know what kind of like fasting or anything like that you may have done. But yeah, it can help out with having to starve yourself. I want to say it does for sure, because I've seen some people have had issues losing weight when they've done lots of fasting and stuff like that in their past. Hopefully you don't fall into that one, Jerry's. Access Audio was asking, being vegan is easy. Maybe because I'm a rice and beans guy. Made a sweet potato and black bean stew for dinner. Are you doing an Instapot recipe book? Good question. We don't have the Instapot. We have a pressure cooker made by another brand. I think Angie said in her next book, which we hope to have out later this year with Tracy Alexander's help in proofing it and testing it, I thought Angie said she might have one or two of the pressure cooker recipes in there. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'll go verify that with her, but I'm pretty sure she'll have a few. For those of you that have pressure cookers like the Instapot, I forgot what ours is, what brand. It doesn't matter. I'm not giving a plug right now, but Pressure XL, something like that. I see it all the time, every day, and I just kind of block it out. So hopefully there'll be something in there for you. Oils do we use, Manuel? We don't use oils. It's funny how so many people are telling me in my blood test video, you should try to cut back on oils. We don't cook with oils. We don't use oils when we cook here. But like I said, I've detected oil in some of my foods that I buy, particularly the cereal that I've been having almost every night, except in the summer times when I'm eating like cherries and stuff like that. I should get my blood tested then. But anyway, yeah, we don't cook with oils. It just comes in my cereal, which I'm going to eliminate to get another blood test done, and we'll get oils when we go out to eat at vegan festivals or events or restaurants. Let's see. What other questions here? My Steelers fan. No, I don't watch football. I really don't even know who's in the playoffs. I thought I heard the Rams are in. No one else tell me, but no, I don't have time to watch all these different sports. I just kind of watch the ones that I play or have played. Like I've been watching a little bit of the Australian Open. I haven't played tennis in like maybe 3 years, but I used to play a lot. I understand the sport pretty well. But yeah, I never played football. I never was in like a football league or anything like that. So yeah, I'm not interested in sports unless I've been inside and kind of know how they work and have participated in them. That's just my personal thing, though. Favorite vegan celebrity? To get back to you on that one. Not sure. Let's see. Besides basketball, what other sports do I like to play? It's like I don't have time to do all the things I like to do. Like I said, I used to play tennis a lot. Maybe from like 2007 to 2012, I was playing a lot of tennis. I kind of gave up basketball then. Before I was playing basketball, through and all that, I was surfing, but I kind of gave up on surfing in the past couple of years, longboarded surfing. And you guys know I like to also run and bike. I kind of cut back on those as well, particularly on cycling. I got to get out on the bike when it gets sunny again. So I like to keep moving, and I've been weight training for the past year now. It's been pretty much exactly a year now. So yeah, just like to do various things. I like to throw different things in my body so it doesn't get stuck in a rut. And so my mind doesn't get stuck in a rut. It can get really boring when you have to go out on a day like today when it's been raining, but it stops, but it's cloudy and cold. I got to run to get my miles in. Just kind of, it seems more like work after a while. So I just like to keep it fresh, keep it fun, so I don't find motivation to be a challenge. I want to be naturally motivated to go and do what I'm doing. Let's see. What else are you guys talking about? Steph Curry's vegan now? I have not heard that yet, Terrell Rich. Can you verify that for me? I know, Kyrie Irving, Damon Lillard of the Trailblazers was vegan, but he said he stopped being vegan. He claimed he was losing too much weight. I'm just going to eat a little bit more. But Okafor, is vegan. Forgot what team is he on? Is he on the Pelicans? Anyway, but yeah, there's more and more learning about veganism. Yeah, and on the Lakers, how could I forget? Kyle Kuzma is a pescatarian, good for him, and JaVale McGee is a vegan, and he's the one like sprinting up and down the floor at 7 feet. So you can see how light and fast and quick veganism has helped him. That's the kind of player he wants to be, not a big man in the post, but one that runs and sprints the floor, beating the heavier, more lethargic big man. Let's see. Michael Jordan was definitely not vegan. Kobe, Dwayne Wade, no, definitely not vegan. Mark, thank you again for a super chat tip there. Not for yours again, but once again, you guys are getting a super chat tip there. And again, look at our Twitter for a shout out to you. And what are you saying here? You like watching me and Angie's show because we're closer to age? Cool. I'm glad there's some people out there in our age group. Yeah, most people on YouTube are a few decades younger. Do you think that young vegans fail more because they are into it as a fad? Oh, I don't want to make any generalizations like that. I mean, dieting or changing diet is kind of fatty. People go to keto or low carb because it's fatty. Some of them come to vegan afterwards. So yeah, I don't want to speculate on that, but that is something interesting to think about. I'd like to see some data about that. But yeah, if you come to diets out of a fad kind of thing, yeah, you have less conviction because you kind of just came sort of on a whim, as opposed to coming for like, hey, you don't like seeing animals getting killed needlessly, or you want to help stave off the worst impacts of human-caused climate change so you and your children can have a planet to live on and the animals as well. I mean, there's many reasons why you come to vegan. The more of those you have, the more conviction you have. So yeah. Anyway, would I consider vitamin D supplements? Why? Mine was 28.8. That's really not that bad. The year before, it was 37. What was the difference, like I said, between this year and last year? Is basically I was outdoors more the previous year, running with my shirt off, cycling. And this year I've been indoors more in the gym. So I'm just going to make sure I get more outdoor time. So now, it's been shown the best way to get vitamin D is not through supplements, it's through sunshine. And if you can't get that for various reasons, your latitude or you have some kind of absorption issues, yeah, then go for the subs. But I'm just going to go and try to get more sun. Duran Ryder says I smoke pot. He says it about everyone, I mean, say I did smoke pot. So what? I mean, does that make me a bad person? I mean, what's wrong with smoking pot? Just because he wants to put out this straight edge image. And we all know he takes testosterone or what's the other one? Steroids. It's kind of weird to for a drug taker to call other people drug takers. And I said I've always been pro marijuana legalization, so I don't know what the big deal is. I've smoked pot before, and it hasn't killed me. It didn't turn me into a deranged maniac. So who cares? Who cares? How much time would I recommend being in the sun? It's a really complicated thing that I follow. It'd probably take too much time to get into here. Long story short, in the wintertime, like now, if you live in the northern hemisphere, I try to get out when I can. When it's sunny, go outside, and if it's warm enough, run shirtless or in a little tank top at noon. Get as much sun as I can. In the summer, you don't want to because the sun rays are so directly overhead, so strong. It's just too much sun, too much UV. I'll go out and run in the late afternoon or something like that. So, yeah, I just try to time it with the time of year. If it's summertime, you just go out for a couple minutes and just get a good amount of sunlight, at around noonish, between like 10 and 2, and not have to be running for an hour or anything like that. Just stand outside for like 5 minutes. That'll probably get you something, a worthwhile dose if you do that on the reg. But yeah, be careful. You don't want to get too much sun. You don't want to get burnt. You don't want to, I try to have what I call a base. That's what I build up in the winter time, going out and running, at noon. It's build up a nice base. So when summer comes, I can handle a bit more sun and not get burnt. That's the problem. You see all these people with no base, no tans. And as soon as like July comes, they go to the beach for like all day and they get roasted because they don't have a base to help protect them. Let's see. Yeah, I saw you, Tracy. Yeah, Tracy, our moderator, looks great. Yeah, veganism, for the win. I always hate when people say veganism ages people rapidly. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking? It's the opposite. Is it true that crops are less nutrient dense than they were 30 years ago? That's a great question. There's no such thing as crops. Not all food is grown in the same way. If you go to our farmers market and buy some food produced from local farmers, it's not the same production methods as, say, like some, like, mega agribusiness monocrop situation, which uses, like, poor growing techniques, using chemicals like Monsanto's whole suite of chemicals for production. So that's not going to have as many nutrients as, say, something grown on a smaller scale, or if you were to grow it yourself. So yeah and no. Yeah, it depends on how it's grown. So anyone who makes that sweeping statement, it's kind of lying, because it doesn't apply to all food. It applies to a large percentage of food, but if you go to, like, say, South America or Africa and buy local food there, it's going to have probably the same amount of nutrients it had 30 years ago. If you grow something in your backyard, it probably have the same amount of nutrients that it had 30 years ago. So yeah, just I'm trying to say, try not to support food that's not grown in a good manner as far as your health and the health of the food and the planet. Let's see. What I think of Jackson on his bike tour. Jackson, patriotic, he's a crazy guy, huh? Trying to bike the entirety of our continent. So yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to take it. I'm glad he has a friend now to keep him company besides his dog. So yeah, he's cool. Yeah, I kind of miss him. I wish he were to come back so him and I could hang again. I don't know when I'll see Jackson next. I miss going over his house, and we'll make food and ride bikes, or do yoga in his backyard. He's a fun guy to hang out with, and I love his dog too, who I may not get to see again for a while. What do Angela and I like to do when we're feeling blue? Get some sunshine, listen to some music. Not necessarily in that order, but those two things can really help out a lot. Go if you can find a nice sunny day, get out, drop everything you're doing, call in sick, get out and get some sun. Listen to some music that just speaks to your soul. That's why I'm so into music. It has such a cathartic effect. Music can really, like, just change your day around in an instant. Let's see. Um, I didn't say quit your job, right? So I said, like, call in sick, but if you must quit, whatever. Yeah, just got to get out and enjoy life a little bit. Let's see. If I could watch one vegan YouTube channel other than ours, what would it be? Wow. Um, hmm. A vegan YouTube channel. I guess you couldn't go wrong watching Mike the Vegan, right? You'll get some good evidence and facts there. It's a different kind of channel than others. He's not doing as much, like vlogging and stuff like that. But it depends what you're looking for. You're looking for, like, an personality and entertainment, or you're looking for, like, good information. Yeah, Dr. Gregor. It depends what you're looking for. But those are two good ones right there. Um, let's see. What do I think of superfood powders like spirulina, chlorella, maca, and all that stuff? Yeah, we tried that. We made a video a few years back about superfoods. We had that book. Did I give it away? David Wolf's Superfoods book. Yeah, I just found all that stuff to be really expensive, for one, and B, I didn't notice any gains. I didn't, like, see any extra energy, or seem any healthier, or feel any better in any way, shape, or form. I figured, since I was already buying that stuff, that expensive stuff, I might as well invest that money instead of investing that money into superfoods that have dubious real properties, real tangible, measurable effects on my body and mind. Might as well just invest that money into better food. Go to farmers market and buy good food. Just get your nutrients from your food, not from some weird powders and stuff like that. But if you like them, cool. I'm not saying stop them immediately, but really try to be objective about them. And if you feel they're doing something for you, cool. But me and Angie both found real nothing, no benefit, just a lot of money, a lot of woo woo, and not really any, like, tangible results for us. Let's see. Do we dehydrate fruits or veggies? No, not really. In fact, I don't like dehydrated fruit. I understand its purpose, and maybe I'll dehydrate some cherries next year, but I'll probably just eat them all before I dehydrate them all. So yeah, I'm not really into it. Plus, I don't like how they stick to gums either, and that's something my dentist, or actually what's that called? Periodontist said not to eat, just for my particular situation. Um, let's see, race lever. I've actually challenged Faker or Baker or whatever his name is to play basketball with me on Twitter several times, and he's always backed out. You know, he's always calling me, you know, emaciated and all that stuff. I say, hey, just play a game, bro. Come by. You know, and he always says he's got better things to do. I said, it just sounds like excuses. So, anyway, um, okay, bounce to the beat. We're asking it, Ryan, if the world doesn't want to go vegan, do you think transitioning into clean meat is the next best thing? What do you mean by clean meat? That sounds like clean coal. What is clean meat and how is it clean? And I'll try to look for your follow-up on that. What do I think about Frank Tufano's 320 cholesterol score? Okay, that's objectively high right there. You know, mine's about like 200. 320. If anyone tells you, yeah, 320 is awesome, there's like no consequences, especially if you look at everything else. If I didn't see his blood panel, but you know, if the LDL is high, HDL is low, if his blood pressure is not good, you just got to look at the whole thing. Like 320 on its own isn't condemning, but it's kind of eye-open and makes you ask more questions. You want to see the complete picture there. So yeah, off the top of my head, yeah, that's his LDL is 240? No way. Are you serious? You're kidding. Are you sure about that? Not 140, but 240 LDL? Wow. If so, that's crazy. That means there's like no. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, you just want to see the whole complete picture. Yeah, just one number isn't enough to make any announcement, but you should look at the other stuff too. Look at the hemoglobin A1C and glucose for diabetes signs. Look at blood pressure, stuff like that. Yeah, I remember Vegan Gains did do that breakdown of Tufano. Huh? I did remember some numbers too. I maybe he did say 240. If so, wow, that's crazy. Um, Hello, Kay. If I've been ignoring you the whole time, sorry if I have. Hello, Kay. Thanks for joining. I know you've been asking odd questions here. Um, do we ever drink wine, beer, any alcoholic beverages? Yeah, once in a while, for sure. I mean, it's not like a regular basis. Um, the last time I had any alcohol was on the winter solstice, which happens to be that dating anniversary of me and Angie, not our wedding anniversary, but the anniversary of our first date. So you guys may have saw the pictures. If you follow our Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan, we went out to a local pizza place here that makes a killer vegan pizza. And they heard that we told me we came to their restaurant. It's called the Fourth Horseman. If you're interested, it's in Long Beach. Not sponsored, but anyway, they heard we came there specifically for our 20-year. Is that right? Yeah, our 20-year dating anniversary. And they were touched, and they gave us some free just sparkling rosé, I think it was. So yeah, that was it. And the last time I had booze before that, I couldn't even tell you. Probably like 4 months before that. So yeah, once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. Yeah, nothing on the reg. We don't carry any beer or stock our fridge or anything like that. Favorite TLC song, Kate? I don't have one. That's why I didn't answer that. Let's see. What do I think of Nike? The shoes are faux leather, depending on the design, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. It's really hard to find a leather shoe. It's not cost effective to make leather products like that. Like as far as like basketballs go, you can buy a leather basketball, but it's like $150 or $120 as opposed to a composite ball like mine for like 1/3 the price. So yeah, I don't think, you could, yeah, Nike's been notoriously not great about saying what the products, their products are made out of, but you can tell the stuff's not leather, so that's how I feel about that. Let's see. Naranj, yeah, I'm gonna make a video about that, about my above optimal LDL. I think I tracked it down. If you were here earlier, I mentioned I think I tracked it down to a cereal I started eating about 2 years ago, and I noticed a rise in my already genetically higher LDL. As I mentioned, when I was like high raw, when I got my first vegan blood test in 2013, I think it was, or was it 2012? 2012. my LDL was already like in the 140s, and that's the lowest it's ever been. I mentioned it's higher than normal because, like, I saw Mike the Vegans, his was like what, 100 or something like that. So mine's already a little genetically higher. But anyway, so yeah, mine went up about 50 odd points since then, LDL wise. And I think it's the cereal that I've been eating almost on a nightly basis. I don't eat in the summer when I'm eating cherries and stuff like that, but it has oil. And that's the only thing I can identify that I eat on a regular basis that has oil in it. Some expeller press canola oil or something like that. Anyway, yeah, it's pecan almond dream or almond pecan dream, something like that. If you want to Google it, they have the ingredients list online. So I'm going to probably next month, I still have a bunch of it, so I'm going to eat it. I'm not going to throw it out and be wasteful like that, because for all I know, it's not doing anything bad for me. So I'm going to try it out and see what happens, get rid of it, and get my blood tested like maybe 6 weeks after that, see if it's that. Yeah, it was. Yeah, there's oil in it. Yeah, I'm not sure what they do. Maybe they cook it in oil or something like that. I mean, the amount of fat in the product really isn't that high. It's all about maybe like 15-20% calories from fat tops, something like that. But yeah, I guess the oil is what's doing that. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to try that experiment. I'm going to make a video about this in a week or so and tell you my plan in more detail about that. But yeah, I'm going to finish it up. Not going to throw it out. Not going to be wasteful. I'll have enough to definitely get me into next month. I bought a big amount in the bulk bin. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Other than that, I'll probably try to cut down a little bit on my pumpkin seeds, which are not oil-based or anything like that. They're raw, but they have, a little bit of saturated fat. So I'll just get rid of that, or reduce that down, I should say. Not get rid of them, but reduce it down a bit and just see what happens. Because there's nothing else going on. I don't go out and eat, like vegan coconut-based ice cream on a regular basis or anything like that. So we'll see. But the thing is, everything else is good. All my other markers are good. I have high HDL. My blood pressure is like, what, 110/70? There's nothing to indicate like cardiovascular disease, really. You have, like I said, you can't just look at one number. You'll look at the whole thing. So anyway, I'll check that out. And I'll probably eat more oatmeal at night too. Someone's asking here too. Angie and I used to make this like sprouted oatmeal dish at night. So I'll probably go back to that. I'm going to get rid of the cereal and just eat more like whole food stuff at night. Yeah, the cereal is pretty healthy too. It's like a healthier cereal, just a few ingredients, but there is the oil in there, and getting it on a nightly basis. That's what I figure. It's probably adding up cumulatively from having oil on a nightly basis in my cereal, which I eat on a nightly basis when summer's gone. This is the worst time to get a blood test for me too, because I'm not getting the sunlight in the summer. I'm not eating all the cherries and blueberries like I am in the summer, and the peaches and stuff like that. Just like, I'm eating cereal at night and not getting much sunlight in the day. So I've never had a December blood test before. So I'll probably get one in spring so I can get some sunshine and eat more fruit. Anyway, opinion on intermittent fasting. Let me ask you, Manuel, and hopefully I'll see your follow-up here. What do you hope to gain from intermittent fasting that you can't get from eating a whole food plant-based diet? You're trying to lose weight? You're trying to live a long time? What do you perceive that is missing from a whole food plant-based diet that you will get from intermittent fasting? I'll look for your answer down here. What's your name again? Manuel. I'll try to find you. It's kind of tough with 187 people on now, but forgive me if I don't. I'm just a simple human here. We did talk about Bonnie Rebecca, Caden. So yeah, I spent about maybe 5-7 minutes talking about Bonnie. I don't really do that again. It was kind of grueling, just mentally thinking through all the issues. So I'm going to leave this video up for a little while. Sometimes I just, once the live stream's done, it's done. You can't see this anymore, but I'll leave this up for at least until sometime tomorrow. Right now is Thursday for me. I'll leave it up for a little bit so you can watch it. I think I talked about it in the first 15 minutes of this stream, something like that, 20 minutes tops. Ryan, you can eat a whole food plant. Yeah, I know that, Jackson. Intermittent fasting is just time. I'm going, what do you hope to gain from intermittent fasting with a whole food diet that you can't get just from eating a non-fasted whole food plant-based diet? I mean, I'm just not sure what you're trying to achieve. What are your goals? What do you hope will happen? What do you think you can gain from that? That's what I'm just trying to get out of here. So I'm trying to figure out what the goal is. What do you think is lacking from a non-fasted diet? Do I eat salad at all? Yeah, love greens, Layla. Yeah, for sure. In fact, yeah, maybe I'll cut that out too. Not salad, but I have a dressing that's got some oil. So when I go for my challenge, I'll get rid of that too. Yeah, we're talking about Karma Flax Milk. Love that stuff. If you guys are watching, sponsor me. I love your stuff. It's hard to find. Let's see, Yuri, as a vegan musician, what's my take on what? Let's see. Oh, you want to buy a good guitar like a Martin, which I got sitting back there. Let's see. Can you see my Martin here? Yeah, see, it's back there behind the microphone. Anyway, so your issue is many of them contain animal products like the glue. Well, I don't have abalone inlays. My guitar is not one of those $3,000 Martins or anything like that. So that's one thing. Don't buy an expensive Martin with abalone inlays. Mine are just the simple. I think they're like Fender. I know mine are like made out of clay. You know, those dots on there. Um, so yeah, I guess that's one thing. Just yeah, don't get high end components like that. The glue. I have no idea what kind of glue Martin uses. Guess you could do that research for me on that. Contact them. Not to like deflect any responsibility off myself, but I got this guitar before I went vegan, so yeah, I didn't bother to research that at the time. So I'd be curious to know if Martin Guitars has a animal product in their glue. Um, Maybe buy a used one. I'm not sure, but that doesn't change too much of the situation. Have I tried Just Egg? No, Jared. Jack Jackson. I was trying to. Today I was googling to see where I can buy it in a store, and all of them are in the Midwest and East Coast. So I guess they didn't want to like get into Whole Foods. Yeah, I guess they're still ramping up production. So now I know they're at some restaurants. I haven't gone to them yet. I'm really curious to try the Beyond or Just Egg. Yeah, for sure. I really want to try it out. And I know Angie does too. Um, yeah, that's a good guess there, Spaceman. I was kind of speculating that too. The older ones probably are more animal based than more modern ones. You know, glue formulations I'm sure have changed over time. Um, so, um, so yeah. So again, yeah, just do your research on that. Let me know because I'm curious too. Not to say I'm going to buy a Martin anytime. So I love my Martin. I think I'm cool. I have a Martin and an Ovation I got in the 80s. So I have two acoustic guitars. I don't need a third one unless someone wants to give me a 12 string. So anyway, Vixie Pixie. Yep, you got that right. I don't know what the context of the discussion was, but yeah, any recipe can be veganized. Angie does it all the time. She'll find like some non-vegan recipe of something and figure out how to make it vegan. Just, you know, it just takes a little ingenuity and a little knowledge of how to use your ingredients. Well, Angie teased the new cookbook. There's nothing to look at yet. It's just like recipes that she's jotted down. Well, didn't jot them. They're like in her iPad or iPhone, you know, electronically, just getting it down the recipes. I don't think she started any of the actual design in the computer yet or anything like that. We're talking about vegan witchcraft here. Gosh, I missed out on something there. Um, Oh man, so many questions here, man. Wow, I wish I want to let you guys know too. If I'm not answering your questions, it's just my bad. I you know 173 people right now, so I only could do keep up so well. Like I said, I'm just a simple human here, not an artificial intelligence creature yet. Maybe I will be in 10 years or something. Anyway, no, I haven't been to Carl's Jr. to try their Beyond Burger. I already know what Beyond Burgers taste like, though. That's cool. Like I said, if you go there, just make sure they don't put mayo or some nonsense on there. Um, let's see. All right. Oh man, you're lucky, DG. Believe you're able to buy the Just Egg. So I assume you live in the Midwest or East Coast, right? Sucks how I can't buy it yet. I guess that's how you guys must feel when you see me going to all these vegan events out here. Like, gosh, But I'll be patient. I know how difficult it is to launch a new product and get it into national distribution. Not to say I've done that myself. I just understand the complexities of that. Um, is this healthy vegan? What are you asking there, David? You got it in SoCal. Tell me, DJ Believe. Oh, you probably got it at a restaurant, huh? Tell me where you got it at. Gelson's has it? Huh? I was just on their website, not Gelson's, but on Just or Hampton Creek's website today, and looking for store locators. They didn't mention Gelson's. Thank you for the tip there. I will try to find a local Gelson's. Oh, I think I have a Gelson's here. I just never go to it. It's all right. Cool. I'm on that. Thank you, DJ Believe. I'm on that. I'll check that out. God, I just drove past the Gelson's today, I think. Yeah, darn. Okay. Well, at least I know that they're on my radar now. Thanks. Big time. Yeah, I definitely want to check that out. Let's see. Angie, she's in the other room doing some work. I'm not sure if she's working on Happy Healthy Vegan or Low Spirals, but she's working away right now. Yeah, she just doesn't do the live streams with me. She that's kind of not her forte. I kind of this is something I enjoy. I enjoy being live with you real time. She often comes in and says hi for a few minutes, but it's not where she feels the most like she's thriving. She likes to have things more planned out, and I kind of like this, like being live. Like doing music, doing jazz. Just thinking spontaneously. It's more my kind of thing. It's super expensive at Gelson's. Yeah, hopefully the price of all these Beyond Meat and Just Egg and all that stuff will get, and that's their goal as they ramp up production, hit economies of scale, they can drive the price down lower than what it costs, traditional agriculture, which has a huge advantage because they already have all those things in place. So anyway, what else you guys asking here? Why is Joe Rogan in your feed? I have no idea. Probably because he says so many dumb things about a vegan diet, and often I'm the one that calls him out on it. So it's probably one of our videos, huh? Have I ever been to New Orleans? No, I haven't been to New Orleans. That would be awesome. No, I'd love to come sometime. Yeah, and Beyond Meat, as Jack Jackson points out, they have a new 2.0 version of their burger patty, of the Beyond Burger. I heard a lot of people raving about it at the CES convention in Las Vegas last week. So yeah, won some awards there, or at least got some notoriety there. And yeah, I'll check that out sometime. I just know Angie's not into the Beyond Meat stuff. Okay, Tracy, David's asking, wants to know if you think eating a vegan diet is as healthy as other diets. I think he phrased the question wrong. It's the question, are other diets as healthy as a whole food plant-based diet? And I emphasize whole food because you can eat a vegan diet and do it in a very unhealthy way. As I like to point out, nowhere in the definition of veganism, at least the one that's most commonly accepted, put out by the Vegan Society, doesn't say anything about eating a healthy diet. It's just a lifestyle that seeks to exclude as much as practically possible all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals. So yeah, if you just want to eat Oreos, which I'm not recommending in any way, you can do that. That's not a particularly healthy diet. However, eating a whole food plant-based diet, how is any diet like better than that? I mean, I could see them maybe coming close, or I mean, why do you even want to compare that? I'm just saying it's been scientifically shown, study after study, book after book, whole food plant-based diet is a healthy diet. So you want to know, can it be as healthy as others? Yeah, definitely, because it's been shown to be the best diet as far as reducing your risk of the major causes of mortality: heart disease, diabetes, stroke, emphysema. I mean, these are the leading causes of death, and I think that's one measure of health, not dying from the most common forms of death. So yeah, of course it is. I mean, if you could find some evidence that shows it's not, I'd be willing to check it out. But yeah, sorry if I got a little agitated there. There's just so much evidence showing the healthful benefits of a whole food plant-based diet. Is there evidence showing the healthful benefits of an Oreo diet? No. So yeah, vegan diet can be worse for you if you do it in a unhealthy way. And as Ray Sever says, even if your health doesn't improve on a whole food plant-based diet, it does lead to great dance moves. So keep that in mind. That's very important. How much vegan junk food do I eat, John B? Yeah, that's funny. That's what people are assuming when they saw my LDL and my blood test. No, I hardly ever eat any junk food, guys. This is what I eat. I always say, day in and day out, cubic carb baby type food, whole food plants, rice, grains, legumes, starches, potatoes, fruits, vegetables, day in and day out. Yeah, on occasion, once every week or two or three, we'll go out to a restaurant, a vegan event. I can't even remember the last vegan event we went to. On occasion, we'll have junk food, whatever that means. For me, or for you guys, that just might mean something that's not whole food plants, going out and getting like a vegan burrito, which can be quite healthy, depends on how you do it. So yeah, day in and day out, whole food plants, go out sometimes and eat something that's not a whole food plant, or, so yeah, we eat pretty freaking healthy. And again, if you don't believe us, follow us on Instagram. It's Angie's feed that she, shows what we're eating pretty much on a daily basis. Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. Yeah, we eat pretty freaking healthy. I'm not going to say we're the healthiest vegans in the world or we strive to eat only whole food plants 100% of the time, but no, we day in and day out we're eating really well. Trust us on that. Think Vegan. Hey, good to see you there, gal. And another contribution to our banana fund. Thank you. I just popped by the store today to get some more supplies, some staples. Bananas were included. I bought bananas and beans. Let's see, what did I get to? This is a short run, basically. Bananas were getting low because of the storm. I haven't been to the store for a few days. Beans. What else did I get? I think that was it. Yeah. Anyway. How often do I eat a big salad? I don't know if I have big salads, but yeah, we'll have greens and salads, like, several days a week for sure. Not every day, but, I don't think we skip a week without having some salads because we do buy salad greens at the markets like every week. Um, Paradise, I talked about that already, and it was just the LDL that went up. HDL was always high. I'm gonna make a video about it, but long story short, I'm pretty sure it's the cereal I've been eating. I've talked about this 3 times so far, so sorry if you saw it already. It's a cereal I've been eating on a nightly basis. In the non-summer months, I'm eating fruit at night, cherries and blueberries that has oil in it. I guess they use oil in the cooking process. So that's the only thing I can think of where I'm regularly eating an oil dish. We don't cook with oil. We hardly ever go to restaurants and stuff. I'm sure they use oil then. So yeah, it's the only thing I'm eating on a regular basis. Yeah, I hadn't had any like Ben and Jerry's or Not a Moo for a month or 2 or 3, before the blood test. So that's the only thing I can think of. So I'll make a video about this explaining what I'm going to do, but I'm going to eat my supply of cereal. Everything's good. I'm not worried about heart disease. Neither are my doctors. My blood pressure's fine. My everything else in the panel's good. So yeah, I'm just going to eat that and see if the number comes down. Homocysteine levels, is that in the blood test or not? You guys can tell me. I didn't remember if that was in there. If it was, it's on there. Put everything they measured, it's up on there. Until you guys can freeze it, all 3 pages, everything's up there. Let's see. Yeah, no, I didn't see Stella Ray or Raw Alignment. I don't support Bonnie fully like that. Like I said, watch this video. I'll leave it up when this live stream's all done. It's in the first 15, 20 minutes when I talk about this. I think she oversold how much they really got tested. I didn't hear anything about any blood tests. Maybe Tim got a stool sample, but I didn't see any blood tests. And they didn't talk to any vegan gastroenterologists, particularly out here. I know someone offered to drive them up to meet Dr. Clapper last year. There's Dr. Angie here in Newport Beach. They kind of met with more naturopaths, and you only go so far with that. I think there's more they could have done if fiber was really the cause of their gut issues. There's much more they could have done before saying we give up. So anyway, yeah, I want them to get healthy, obviously, but yeah, throwing veganism under the bus a little bit without really giving the full exploration of what you can do using just plants. Anyway, let's see. A C-reactive protein test. I think they did mention that, but yeah, you don't need to have a blood test to get that, because I heard that Tim is not really into needles and blood, so that's what leads me to believe he probably didn't get any blood tests done. Bonnie didn't mention any specifically, didn't show any lab results, so it's hard to really know if someone's deficient in something without having some medical facts to go on beyond just like patients describing symptoms. You need to get some tests. What I'm saying, if you're having gut issues, you need to get some real objective tests done. What is my favorite fruit? Cherries. I've been talking about it all day. I miss my cherries. Not my cherries, but I miss eating cherries in April or May and June and to July. I miss cherries. I love local California cherries so much. I see some in the markets from the southern hemisphere. They're just not the same. They're expensive. They don't taste great or anything like that. They're not sweet, so yeah, I miss cherries. Let's see. what I think of Norwegian's videos being released every 12 hours. He's not making new videos, right? He's just like cutting up his older, longer videos and putting them up on YouTube. I mean, that's cool for him. He shouldn't get his channel taken down. His content is not like any more worthy of being removed from YouTube than anything else out there. Um, let's see. World of Jen has a serious question for you. We've had a birthday party with non-vegans as friends. Would you cater non-vegan food for your party? Hell no, no. We've had many parties where we've invited people over who are non-vegan. Just show them how great. And this is an example, a teachable moment. You want to show your friends how delicious non not eating meat is, how delicious vegan foods are. I mean, just wow them. There's nothing, they're not going to die. If your friends miss a meal without having any butter or cheese or meat or sour cream, it's not like they're going to perish or die or anything like that. If they need burgers, give them Beyond Burgers or, Beyond Sausage, or, if you want to make them something like healthier and tasty, like something out of Keep It Car Baby on sale, 25% off. Use coupon code January to have a good voice for that. Anyway, just wow them with your food. Definitely don't support the animal torture industry just to appease your friends. Remember, people eat vegan food all the time. They just don't realize it. People eat bananas. People eat rice and potatoes. I mean, just show them some tasty vegan recipes or some vegan processed foods. Wow them. Yeah, as Vixie Pig says, of course they won't die from eating plants. They'll be fine. They're gonna be totally fine, and maybe they'll come away like, wow, vegan food doesn't suck. Let's see. How often do I eat soy? It, no, soy doesn't actually impact your testosterone level. In fact, studies have shown it doesn't raise estrogen levels in men. It doesn't affect your manliness, doesn't give you man. I made a video on this. Google, like, soy, the most dangerous food in the world. I think that was my title. But yeah, that, long story short, though, we hardly ever eat soy. I just don't find it all that delicious or satisfying. There's like better, funner foods I eat as a vegan. But if you like soy, cool. And just my personal thing, and Angie agrees with me. Yeah, we just prefer other foods like the stuff in Keep It Car Baby. We don't have any soy in there. I don't believe there's any. No. Is soy full of GMO? All the stuff that they feed to cattle and stuff like that. Yeah, try to find non-GMO soy. It exists. In fact, I read somewhere, it's really, even though it might not be labeled, and don't hold me to this, even though your soy might not be labeled as GMO free, I read that pretty much all the GMO soy goes to the grain for cows, and the stuff for humans is not. It's a different kind of tofu plant. Anyway, do your research on that. But we see brands all the time that say GMO free. Let's see. Okay, we have a troll here. All right, I'm gonna put you in timeout. MY, again, if you want to like just troll and goof off, go to another channel. We're not into that here. I'll give you one more shot. If you come back and do that crap again, me or one of our two moderators will ban you. Okay. If you're just joking, cool. But yeah, let's keep the discussion, on topic rather than talking about giving animals psychoactive drugs. You heard a study that showed vegans have lower sperm count. No. Cody, watch the video I put out about a week and a half ago go to our channel on Happy Healthy Vegan. It's probably like 3 or 4 videos back where I show you my testosterone blood test results. And not only do I share my results where I show I have the testosterone higher than like a guy in his like 20s or 30s. Not only that, I'm not weird. Vegans have higher levels of T. It's because high protein diets suppress T levels. And that's not me talking. That's the results of studies. So check that out. Now, you may have heard that. Maybe there is one study out there. Who knows? I'm not saying there doesn't exist a study. I'm saying the preponderance of science shows that vegans are not deficient in T. In fact, we are higher because typically we're not having high protein diets. Yeah, you can have a high protein vegan diet. But yeah, anyway, that is wrong. Okay, you did see it, Cody. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure someone will say there's some study out there, but is a good study is one that's referred to, often cited, in the scientific literature, or is it just some weird outlier study? Do I have non-vegan friends? Yeah, sure, angry vegan. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of vegan friends, but yeah, I know a lot of people who are non-vegan too. You got to be cool to everyone, right? In fact, like I said, they can learn from your example. Let's see. Any advice for dealing with non-vegan family members? I've been vegan almost 4 years, but I buy all my own food. My parents still give me a hard time. Oh, cat. So I assume, yeah, you're living at home then. Yeah, that was hard for me when I tried to go vegetarian, living at home in the 80s. Yeah, it's hard because, yeah, your parents still have control over food. If you buy all your own food and you're self-sufficient, doing it yourself, cool. Yeah, your parents might give you crap, but ask them, um, you know, have them watch What the Health. Have them watch Cowspiracy. Show them why you're into veganism, assuming you're into it for one or both of those reasons: the environment and the killing of our planet needlessly for meat, and torturing and uh, uh, raping and abusing animals needlessly. So tell them that's important to you, and tell them it's important to you as a younger person that you have a habitable planet. When you're your parents' age, they'll probably be gone maybe by the time the some of the worst effects of climate change start to dig in. But it's a reality for you and your children. You care about that. You won't be gone. It's the reality you have been dealt because of bad decisions by humans that have come before you, particularly those in the past, 50 to 100 years. So yeah, probably not try not to be too preachy so you don't seem too judgmental and they won't listen to you, but just try to just show them where you're coming from. Be honest, be sincere. Hopefully they'll be cool. We'll see. Do I know what would help elevated thyroid levels? Let's see if anyone has anything in here. Yeah, that's outside of my field of knowledge there. Um, no, I'm not going to BS you there. Maybe Mike the Vegan or Mr. Vegan or something like that would know more about that, Goji Man. But yeah, I kind of only share stuff that I've either experienced myself or have done a decent amount of research on. I haven't really done anything about thyroid. Let's see. Oh, what's this? Sunny Pepper. Any thoughts on being male and vegan? Ooh, someone just bought a Keep It Carb Baby. Are you on here right now? I bought two of them. Let's see. Linda, are you on right now, Linda? If so, say yo or hi down here in the chat in the chat of our video here. She bought two Keep It Carb Babies. Awesome. Bought the print book, which I again mentioned is on sale right now. All of Veganuary on sale all January. Use coupon code Veganuary, 25% off. We've never had a discount that much for the ebook or print book. Well, actually, ebook once before was a little more than that, but yeah, print book. This is the cheapest we ever had. Yeah, Goji Man. If I didn't mention Goji Man, but what's the thing about being male? I don't think that subject gets enough attention. The stigma of bullying among men is different. Most veg are female. Well, I mean, that's changing. You're getting, at first, I think there's probably a bit more percentage wise females versus males of vegans, but that's changing. More dudes and bros are getting into it. You have all these vegan bodybuilders. I mean, that's totally changing. If anyone thinks it's not a male thing, ask them how come they're not as buff as Nimai Delgado or not lifting as much weight as Kendrick Ferris did in the Olympics. No other meat eater competed against him from the United States or went with him to Rio. So yeah, these perceptions are changing. Are they a better basketball player than Kyrie Irving? I mean, it's just silly to think that plants equals feminine. And if they think that way, it just reflects more about them, some kind of toxic masculinity view they have, that they think meat, man, plants, women. It's just backwards thinking. That's was maybe okay in the caveman era or something like that, but that's just nonsense. Let's see. Rift, yeah, of course I've gained muscle from my weightlifting. Yeah. Which video did I show of? I think in my blood test video, I showed a freeze frame of me doing some lunges, some elevated lunges. You can see right there, I've got more definition than I did, like, say, a year ago when I was just starting lifting, when I was just coming into it as a runner that was playing some basketball. Yeah, now I've really fully got a basketball player's body. If you look at like a Division 1 or even an NBA like point or shooting guard, and look how my body looks now. Pretty damn close, both in terms of height and build. Not to say I'm as good as them or as fast or anything like that, but that's what I'm going for. I'm not trying to look like a bodybuilder or Olympic weightlifter. I'm trying to look like a Division I guard or an NBA guard, and I'm pretty much there. But I still have more to go. I have a lot more strength I can get without like totally getting all bulky. Let's see, favorite vinyl I own. I was just listening. I don't know if it's favorite, but right now I was like really getting into Fleetwood Mac's Tusk, an album we've had here for ages. Really haven't listened to much. There's some really good songs on that album. Really a kind of much maligned album for many good reasons, But yeah, if you just kind of strip away half the album, there's a really good album in there. A good 10, 12 songs. Have I ever colored my hair black? And that was back in the 90s when I was kind of more goth or something like that. But I haven't dyed my hair at all, since then, since the 2000s. Favorite band? You're 18, but you're into 80s music. Well, you come to a good person. One of my favorite bands of all time from the 80s is one that influences our band here. Our band is Love Spirals. Here's an album. It just came out, in December. I've been working on it for 6 years. Called Life Goes On. You can get it on Happy Healthy Vegan or lovespirals.com, happyhealthyvegan.org. Anyway, Cocteau Twins, that's probably my favorite band from the era. Just they're really distinct, really singular in their production style. They're the textures they get out of the voice and guitars and instruments. So check them out if you haven't. Check out albums like Bluebell Knoll. That's probably my favorite full album of theirs. Love's Easy Tears, Victorialand, stuff like that, So go down that path if you've never heard them. You'll trip out if you've never heard them before. Cocteau Twins, Cocteau Twins. Let's see, John Mayer. He's actually playing right now in Mexico with the Dead & Co. So I have to see if I want to watch any of the live streams of that. They're kind of expensive. That's why I don't see them all the time. But they always give a few songs away for free on the Dead & Co. YouTube channel. So yeah, we've seen John Mayer many times. Seen him several times with Dead & Company, more than several times, maybe like 6, 7, 8 times. Seen him solo, John Mayer trio, John Mayer band. Yeah, he's a really good guitarist. People just think he's like this pop singer, Bodies in Wonderland, but they don't really know what a just really virtuosic, and is that the right word? Just a really proficient guitar player he is. Yeah, right, cool. Right on, DJ Believe. Another Cocteau Twins fan out there. Awesome. What's your favorite Cocteau Twins album? Is there such a thing as too much hard working out? Don't ask me, Tyler. I don't work out to that point, but you can watch my Jump Attack videos. I've put out one for the past 2 months, November and December. Watch my videos where I'm showing how I've been training with my leg workouts, and tell me if that's too much. It's a combination of strength training, isometric holds, and plyometrics. So it's pretty killer. Is it too much? I don't know. I have to go back and do another day of that, like tomorrow or the next day. Will Love Spiral play anywhere this year? No, not Woodstock or anything like that. Terry Radio loves me so much. What's that? Free slideshows? What's this flat earther? Why have I allowed veganism to hijack my identity? That's a loaded question. I'm supposed to assume that to be true. What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that highly charged accusation there, Mr. Flat Earther? Okay, yeah, Jack Jackson, you're right. Overtraining is real. Yeah, you can overtrain in any sport. I wasn't sure what he was getting at, but yes, you can definitely overtrain, which is not a good thing. Yeah, it can lead to decreased immune system, getting sick and stuff like that, and worse. So yeah, overtraining is, you don't want to overtrain. Let's see. Do I support overthrowing capitalism? To what end? What would you hope to achieve by overthrowing capitalism? Just let me know, and maybe I will agree. My career as a musician has suffered because of veganism. How is that, Flat Earther? In fact, we have our old audience, and we have a new audience that never even heard of us until Happy Healthy Vegans. So yeah, I mean, we're selling through our album at a nice steady clip thanks to veganism. And this isn't a vegan cause album or anything like that. So we mean our our career has suffered. I mean, we've never been huge musicians, we've never gone on big tours or been on a major label or anything like, or even a label. The whole time as Love Spirals, we've been independent. So I'm not sure what you are talking about there, flat earther. Let's see. Okay, so we want to overthrow capitalism, replace it with a workers' state of public ownership of the means of production.
I couldn't say.
Let's see. To me, isn't that kind of the definition of communism? I'm just asking. I'm not saying that in any kind of prejudiced way. I'm going, is that what you're describing there? Let's see. What else you guys asking here? Any collab videos planned this year, Jack Jackson? Yeah. Actually, speaking of flat Earth and stuff like that, yeah, I was gonna have a friend. He's on Instagram, Veggie Pilot. He's a vegan, even though it's Veggie Pilot. Yeah, he's a airplane pilot, and we were gonna do some collaborative videos about flat Earth. So I was gonna try to get him over this week actually, but it didn't work out. So yeah, that's the first one I've planned. I don't have anything else on the horizon, but yeah, I'd like to get together with some others, people that are traveling from out of town. Let's see. Do I have a lot of non-vegan fans? Asked Redizard. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that we said our channel, is for people who are on their vegan. I'm sure some are. I mean, if you're a real vegan, and I don't want to try to be all high and mighty, here's what a real vegan is. I mean, if you're truly vegan, you find the idea, the sight, the presence of meat repulsive. It's not like something, you're like consciously trying to keep away from, like you're like an addict and you're trying to like stay away from the, like you're tempted. No, you're not tempted. You're repulsed. When I run past or drive past a restaurant cooking dead animals, it's gross. It's like, it's roll the windows back up. It's disgusting. Like, why would, so I'm sure some are, but then, they're probably not vegan then. If you're eating meat, you're not vegan. And it's not because, I'm being a dick about anything, just what the word means. Vegans don't eat meat. If you're secretly eating meat, you're not a vegan. It's simple as that. I'm not passing judgment, just the definitions. Just like being pregnant has a certain definition. Being vegan has a certain definition. We want to know how Fukushima radiation is affecting the West Coast. Yeah, I've seen readings of it. It's it's pretty minimal as far as its impact. It gets a lot of distance and dilution by the time it gets here, and it's been a few years now too. But yeah, there's plentiful marine life here, both as far as fishes go and mammals go and surfers go. Let's see what was you guys talking about here. Okay, I see a lot of interaction amongst people here, so that's cool. Holy crap, I've been on almost 2 hours. Wow. Okay, I got to go help Angie out in a sec here with dinner. Let's see. I'll take a couple more questions. Do like a rapid fire. If you have anything you want to ask me, I'll stay on a couple more minutes. But yeah, I really got to get going here. It'll be 9 before we know it, and then we'll be going to bed super late. I didn't think it's gonna be on that long. You guys have been really cool, especially thanks to all our great moderators here, keeping this discussion, this chat really chill, really nice, really friendly, really positive. And again, if you're not vegan, we're here for you too. It's all good, It's all good as long as you're positive and not like being a troll or anything like that. It's all good. Cool. I'm glad you caught the live stream, Danny. Awesome. I'm not sure when I will be back, but for a live stream, I was thinking today either work on a new video or do a live stream. I haven't live streamed since December 30th. Here we are, like 2 weeks past that. So I kind of missed you guys. I want to come on and say hi and see what's up. Again, I mentioned a lot of people asking what's my thoughts about the whole Bonnie Rebecca situation. I'm going to leave this video up for a little while. I don't think I'll leave it up forever, but at least leave it up for a day or two maximum so you can rewatch it. I think somewhere, I didn't look, but somewhere around the 15 to 20 minute mark is where I talked about this. I went on for maybe 5 odd minutes, giving my thoughts about the Bonnie Rebecca situation. So you could watch that. I don't think I'm going to make a video about it. I don't feel the need to make a response to it every time someone says, "Oh, I quit vegan because of blah, blah, blah." It's just not why I got into veganism too. I've kind of made a policy too, not to make videos about recent former vegans. You know, I know they're going through a lot. Whether I agree with it or not, it's a whole nother thing. But I kind of respect people's right to not have me jump all over them or anything like that. So anyway, thanks guys. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the live stream. Thanks especially to Race Lever and Tracy, our two fearless and diligent moderators. Thanks so much, guys. Really, really appreciate you guys being here. And Phil, there's no need to be here. If you guys are busy and I'm doing a live stream, you know, it's good. I can moderate by myself. But when you are here, it's cool. I fully appreciate it. And you guys are awesome. And much gratitude from both me and Angie. Cool. I've seen some gratitude here with our comments in the comment section. So if there's anything you want to see a video about, you can go to our website, happyhealthyvegan.org, and leave a message there, or do it off our store shop, happyhealthyvegan.org. And again, if you haven't seen it, on sale all of January. Keep it carb, baby. Use coupon code VEGANUARY. Save a whopping 25% off the print book or the ebook. And I saw like several people took advantage of it during the live stream. So yeah, check that out. We really want to get the message of veganism out here in January. Screw guys like Piers Morgan and all these other people trying to debunk Veganuary. That's what motivated us. Actually, we had no plan to do this sale until we saw these clowns debunking Veganuary, trying to debunk it. Just come out hard and throw it in their face. Get the help go along with all of Veganuary and get the information to people on how to eat healthy. So anyway, guys, thanks so much. I'm gonna have to go get some food cooking. I think we're making some soup or something tonight. Yeah, we don't eat junk food all the time. You know, we're gonna make some soup, something really healthy, a bunch of probably potatoes and veggies, and keeping it carb. So thanks, Tracy, for putting the info of our book sale on there. Yeah, use Veganuary, 25% off, keep it carb. Thank you, guys. So, yeah, look for another live stream soon. Just make sure you have the notifications turned on for our channel. Most important, it's where you hit subscribe on our channel, hit that notification bell, or else you might not know about these live streams until it's too late. Like I said, I usually don't leave them up forever. All right, guys, soup is calling me, and I'm going to go help make that happen. So, yeah, thanks for all your support. Much gratitude. Love you guys. Good night.